A year on from the first Youth Strike4Climate protest, young people across North Devon are continuing to make their voices heard in the fight against climate change. The Youth Strike4Climate events here in Bideford were first organised by Bideford College's 14-year-old student, Kate Nicholson. She said she hoped their demonstrations would get more people across the town doing their bit to help tackle the problem.
It came about from hearing about what Greta's done, really, and then how bad it all is, and how much it's basically changed over history. How people used to play a lot outside, whereas now people are on computers, and people don't really realise how they're missing out on nature of the world, and that before long it may be gone completely.
Do you think the message is getting across?
Well, when we started there was only a few people that came to the strikes, whereas more people come now. Definitely a lot more. So I think slowly but surely it's getting out there.
And what's your message to those people in Bideford?
Just do something small to help up towards it. Because if loads of people do a small thing, then it'll end up being a big thing.
And what do you say to sceptics, people that say, well, they should be in school, they should be learning, they shouldn't be out on the street protesting?
We're learning from being here, because by doing this we're learning about how the world works, kind of. We're the ones that know that there's a problem and trying to get others to realise this as well.
And to mark a year since its inception, she was joined by pupils from Kingsley, St Margaret's and St George's, all keen to push their message.
I want to spread the message that people really need to be doing more for climate change. So yeah.
Don't accept plastic, they just refuse it instead of use plastic bottles.
We need to have the climate crisis at the heart and soul of all policy we make. So everything, all the decisions we make, we need to consider the climate and our environment.
I hope people will know to help the planet, and if they see some litter they should pick it up, because we really need to save, because people are just littering everywhere now and it's getting uncontrollable, so we're out here to try help. I think that we should be out here because we're trying to stop people from littering, and like Amelia said, because people are just doing it way too much.
The event was also supported by North Devon's Extinction rebellion.
It's an important year for Fridays for Future,
right?
Because that is what Kate started a year ago. She's been coming here every month for the last year, which is incredible. Such dedication. Extinction Rebellion are only here as a background support. It's very much Kate's event today. In the last few times, Kingsley School have picked up on it as well, which she's very grateful for, because the key to this is to get the youth out, and Bideford is getting better and better at it. So I think 18 months ago, I don't think many people were worried about it. A year and a half later, a lot more people have it in their mind, and I think the issue is now on the news far more than it ever was before. And I think we in Extinction Rebellion and Fridays for Future are partly responsible for that, getting the message up there that we have a crisis.
And the acting chairman of Torridge District Council and Mayor of Bideford said he was inspired by the message.
It's so great to see the young people who realise that what happens now is going to affect them the rest of their lives, and they are really vocal today, and I think it's great, really great.
And what's Bideford doing in its attempts to help the future?
Well, Bideford, we have a rather clunkily named decarbonisation committee, and we're looking at putting solar panels on the pannier market, and we keep our own woodlands, we're looking after them. Torridge, we're looking at all the land we own to try and see if we can plant more trees on it. We're also looking at introducing electric vehicles for Torridge, and it's a long haul actually, but we're starting.
And they vow not to give up, with the next event being planned for March 13th at the Quay from 11:15. Lewis Clark, Devon Live, Bideford.